Hey people of Earth. In December I made a video covering a lot of the things that had happened to VTubers in 2023. After that video was over, I decided to take a bit of a break, figured I wouldn't record anything until 2024. As a result, there were some things missing from that video, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Unfortunately, I've been sick for most of this year, so I haven't really gotten a chance to make a lot of videos. I've tried to. I haven't edited any of them together. They were all filmed before this. Everything that's gonna come out after this was filmed before this. So I'm gonna still have the beard in those. And right now I'm completely shaven. Because I've been sick and I'm still sick. I'm gonna be sick, I think. This is just gonna be a stream of consciousness talking about what has happened in the beginning of 2024. We're only in February right now. We're only 5 days into February to date this video, and there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of negatives, and I think a lot of people are going to focus on that. There are a handful of positives too, so let's try and start off a little easy. First off, a lovely, very popular artist named Luwu did an official collaboration with VShojo, making some hats. I know I made that sound kind of bland, but it was actually kind of a fun, exciting moment for the community to see that happen. And we were all very happy when that happened. Cinder unveiled a brand new outfit just a couple days ago. Advent got a whole new set of New Year's outfits, including the very beloved Bijou outfit.
Don't die, okay? Just don't die.
And while she hasn't made a schedule yet, Gouda has actually come back and done a couple streams this year already. On a personal note, at the end of last year, I ordered a Streamily Matara-kan signed print, and at the beginning of this year, she signed it. And so I was very happy when that happened to me.
Thank you so much, Derek. I hope this poster finds a nice home in your home. Thank you so much for getting it. Thank you so much for supporting me. I hope it fills your days with the warmth of the holidays.
Now for some of the bigger stories, because the big bits are the people who have left VTubing this year, or their companies, namely. The first and probably the least dramatic is Nazuna leaving VShojo. I'm not going to dwell on this too much because it's not that big of a fuck you or a, you know, oh, there's some juicy details. No, if you've paid attention to Nazuna over the last year, especially her other account, Mikineko, it really seems like she wants to move into voice acting, especially under that name. And while she is going to get to keep the Nazuna name, it really seems like she's gonna move a little bit more towards Mikineko. She will still, I'm sure she's still gonna use Nazuna. I'm not surprised by that at all. But it sort of feels like she left VShojo for a career pivot, not because of any juicy drama. Who knows? I could be entirely wrong, and there could be some juicy details that come out in the months, years, decades to come. But as it stands, it doesn't seem that juicy. Nazuna left the last day of 2023, and as of 2024, she's a free agent. So it's not exactly 2024 news. It kind of is, but not really. One of the other big ones, and it's sort of already been forgotten, is Yozora Mel from Hololive being terminated. Literally a day after she was streaming. So unlike some of the other people that we're going to talk about, some of the other people we talked about in the last video, it just came out of nowhere for a lot of people. And the wording of that contract very much reminded me of when Rushia's contract was terminated. They claimed she, you know, leaked information and she violated contracts. It's unfortunate. I'm going to be honest, that's not one that I really dug into, mostly because she seemed very apologetic about it on Twitter, owning up to her mistakes. And so I didn't really feel like there was any, again, there was no juicy drama there. It was like, okay, she fucked up, she admits she fucked up. And again, that one could come out, and more people could know more already. I haven't really dug. I wasn't necessarily a big Mel fan before, and I'm not missing out not knowing. Also, I've been sick, but there have been 3 big ones, and if you watch the 2023 video, you know, you can guess where they're fucking coming from. Nijisanji's back at their shit, and I don't mean to sound angry and cynical, but it's fucking true at this point. I was angry and cynical when Nina left. I was angry and cynical when Mista left. I was angry and cynical when Mika left. I didn't really show that in my 2023 video. I was trying not to. But there were certain things that pissed me off about last year with Nijisanji. And there were even things involving certain members that pissed me off. Luca being one of them. So the first Nijisanji thing we should talk about is that Pomu announced and has already graduated from the company. She did it right at the beginning of the year, right at the beginning of January, and was in and out within 2 weeks. And that sucked. I haven't had it in me to watch her graduation. I don't have it in me. I liked Pomu way too much, and I'm sick of watching VTubers graduate. You know, I can't keep watching my favorite VTubers go away, especially not the Nijisanji ones. Then there's the announcement. It hasn't happened yet, but the announcement that Kyo is leaving as well. I know that there's a lot of people who are more cynical than me that are saying, well, this is no surprise. Kyo didn't have a great year last year, and he's probably looking to get out of it. I didn't exactly cover the Kyo stuff, because a lot of it happened at the tail end, as I was editing or after I'd already released the video. And then there were some things towards the beginning of the year, towards the middle of the year, that I just didn't think were necessarily important, so I didn't cover them. But he had a rough relationship with the fans there at the end, and it kind of felt like the Kyomis felt that he owed them something. It was kind of like how the Chum Buddies were to Gouda last year. It was very much like, you owe us. Fucking pay up, bitch. So as far as, you know, there's a lot of people who are cynical and being like, you know, of course he's leaving. I was still genuinely surprised. I didn't think Kyo was going to graduate like that. I didn't think he was going to get to the point where he needed space and he needed to leave. That's what it looks like we're getting. And that one sucks too. Somewhere up on the VTuber shelf, I've got a little acrylic stand of Enna and Kyo, so it sucked. But today is the day that a lot of people have been dreading, and a lot of people may have been expecting something a little different. We talked about in the 2023 video a couple instances of what was going on with Selen. Some of the things she said with a no holds barred attitude. Some of the things she said with a very prepared statement. One of the things that happened at the tail end that I wasn't able to talk about was her releasing a music video without permission. Now, I'm just gonna put it like that, and before any Dragoons want to flame me, I'm not taking Nijisanji's side in this. I just don't really know how to word it any other way. I read through their statement, and the way they worded it was, she submitted it, they tried to delay it. She put the video out anyway. If this is the video I think it is, she's been working on this for a while, trying to get artists together. There was a lot of talented artists on there. I followed most of them already, and so I was really happy to see it. There were some pieces in there that a lot of us liked to see, and we're pretty sure that that's why Nijisanji didn't give her the go-ahead. And for those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Selen released a music video, and it had a bunch of art from artists involving Nijisanji personnel, to and including a piece involving Selen, Mista, and Nina. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. They tried really hard to throw her under the bus by saying things like ongoing reports about inappropriate behavior throughout her time at Nijisanji. The fuck does that mean? There's just rumors about Selen, so we fired her. Lack of communication with creators resulting in delays in Selen Tatsuki's commission payments to creators. Okay, so you fired her because she couldn't pay people on time. Now, I get why that one's important. I get why that could be a problem and why that can be a fireable offense. How delayed are we talking? Are we talking years? Are we talking months? Talking a couple days? Is that why you guys delayed the video? What the fuck happened? Why are your creators paying out of pocket for these fucking videos anyway? Why aren't you guys doing it? Why do your creators have to do fucking everything? They have to pay for their music videos. They have to hold fucking ludicrous contests in order to get costumes that you only allow once in a blue fucking moon. Because half your people don't get fucking costumes. By the fucking way, you prioritized 3 fucking people at Niji-en for costumes. One of them was Selen, one of them was Pomu, and one of them was Alira. Those 3 got more costumes than anybody else. They got to commission more people for fucking costumes than anybody else. 2 of them are gone now. What the fuck are you thinking? And your fucking costume process is ridiculous. I get that technically HoloLive has a more restrictive policy. I don't see nearly as much complaints about their costumes. I don't see people being passive aggressive trying to get the costumes made. So what the fuck? VShojo doesn't have a restrictive costume process at all. What the fuck's that about? How many costumes did Mouse and Zen both get last year? Just one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. Mata's already talked about getting a new costume made. These indie VTubers get new costumes every fucking week, it seems like. But from what we understand about the Niji process, you can only get it within a certain window. And after that, you have to wait until everybody else has decided that they don't want one. Or something along those lines. It's kind of vague to us. But we know that there's a waiting process, and we know that some people don't feel fucking prioritized. It's come up a few times. One of them being Selen during that fucking art contest.
I just realized I was so busy being angry that I forgot to specify that Selen has been terminated.
So you tell me, the fuck is going on with VTubers this year? The fuck is going on with Nijisanji this year? The fuck? Now I'm sick. I'm gonna go back to trying to rest instead of being pissed the fuck off. Adios.